Head coach of the Bolts is Luigi Trillo. And now let's meet the starting five of your Magnolia Chicken Templados Hotshots. Starting it forward from Angeles City, Pampanga, number 88.
This victory more than anything else. There are game officials and we are underway here at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. One and done here. Barroca will stop, put up a three. That was partially blocked there. Quinto bring it down. Black likes that matchup, will kick it out. Extra pass. Newsom. Black throws up that one-handed shot. Very effective.
Yeah, very effective. You know, he does that very well. And it seems to be very comfortable shooting those type of shots.
Not the prettiest of shots, but at the same time, it goes in.
Yep. That's what matters.
Alfaro left wide open. Knocks down that four.
Speaking of comfortable, that's
short.
That's the second miss there by Newsom.
De La Rosa will try to attack. Goes inside, gets denied by Torres.
Yes, good timing there by Torres as De La Rosa tried to shoot with his left hand.
To come up with the block. Escoto with the jumper, yes.
Escoto's been playing really well lately for Magnolia. That's right.
It's like a playoff matchup. Black gets away. He's got 4 points.
Oh, that's a good screen there by Torres on the drive by Aaron Black.
They look inside. Sangalang. Basket and one opportunity.
Again, a good drop pass there by Sangalang as Barroca was able to draw the defense to him, opening up that pass to Sangalang underneath the back.
To the wing, Quinto will take a three from the
there
other
you go,
end.
finally. See here now as Magnolia trying to call a play.
They go to Sangalang once again. That's a great pocket pass. They're going to push Agueva. Inside for two.
They saw a mismatch here, but quick recovery by Meralco on the switch.
Sangalang gets away, up and under move.
Nevertheless, Ian Sangalang was able to power his way, make those adjustments here in the game.
Banquero will get inside, flips it up, and it'll drop.
That's a good...
Lastimosa will kick it out. Cancino's length there, helping him out, gets that steal. He'll force the issue and come up short once again. They're forcing the issue too much inside.
Oh yes, both teams are missing a lot on their fast break points. Again, another turnover. Let's see if Meralco can capitalize on this turnover. Yes. Now they're only down by 6.
Lastimosa now calling out the play. Lee coming off that curl. Almost lost it. Already 4 points here quickly for Calvin the Beast Abueva.
If you will be wondering why he's shooting his free throws with just one hand, he said he's been trying something new out to alleviate the pain from a very old right shoulder injury dating way back to his D-League days. So let's watch out for that. Back to you, gentlemen.
Oh, something to check out. You always like it when, you know, these professional players always try to look for something new.
Yes, you know,
to be able to improve.
There's always room for growth, you know, for every player, and that's a great attitude for a professional player.
Lastimosa will put up a deep three that rims out. Laput's there for the putback. Running start once again by Banquero. Finds.
Oh, there you go.
Nice tap in there by Hodge.
Yeah,
Hodge is always around the basket. Cross-court pass, that's dangerous.
Yep.
Lastimosa on the break. Finds Lee. He will still launch despite the fact that the defense was set.
I thought that was not a good pass there, but he was able to gather himself and able to make the three-pointer.
And now the lead is at 11. That's their biggest lead in the contest. Cancino stops, pops, and hits. They go back to the veteran Lee. He finds Lastimosa. Lastimosa with a charge. Wow! Over the outstretched arms of Bates.
This young man has a lot of potential to become one of the, best offensive players in this league.
Banquero high off the glass there. Lastimosa looking for space.
That's actually a good matchup, Cancino versus Lastimosa.
That's a great pass.
Wow. Again, breakdown on defense by Meralco was of the bench of this team, and that will really pay off during the crucial part of this conference.
Inside, rock and roll, scores.
Instant offense there by the rock and roll king.
Look at those shoes of Paul Lee. Shimmering. Inside, Dionisio will overshoot once again. Lapo to the putback. He's got 2 offensive rebounds and 6 points.
Oh, yes. They've been lording it over Meralco in terms of rebounding.
High off the glass, Lapo another board. Here's Lastimosa.
In quarter 1, in their last huddle, active consultant coach Nena didn't bother drawing any play up and took the time instead to call his players out for not defending whatsoever and allowing Magnolia to get them with repetitive pick and rolls. He wants them, therefore, to challenge Magnolia's bigs and try to make them be the ones to call the shot instead of getting killed by their guards. Back to you, gentlemen.
Well, right now, they're trailing by 14. Cliff Hodge gets away with the twinner.
Yeah, so far it's been Cliff Hodge for me.
And the best is still to come here from this young man out of University of the Philippines. Rock and roll. Again, that was the defense there of Lucero.
In that league, so that could give more rest to their locals.
Look at rock and roll saying, let me take on the youngster. He scores.
Yeah, good find there by Newsome to a wide open Almazan underneath the basket.
Almazan now with 4 points. Here's Lastimosa. Gets away with another layup.
Oh yeah, that's a smooth play there by
Cliff Hodge is going to be given a breather. Looking for a 3-point play. That's going to count.
They're going to give that continuity on that drive.
You know, Bong Quinto is one of those players that can really put a team on his back. Jose is in the ball game. Ooh, Barroca gets away for 2.
What a shot fake there by Barroca. Got Banquero.
Now to Quinto, waiting for the play to evolve. A lot of movement here down low.
Gotta shoot this. There you go.
That's gonna count.
Just in the nick of time. That paint was so crowded there.
Almazan flips it up and through.
What a shot there by Almazan. He had to thread that lead.
Sangalang. Stolen by Quinto. No numbers though. Now they have numbers.
There you
That's
go.
a well-run play.
Yes.
Waiting for the secondary break, coach.
Yeah, well executed. They were not able to score in the primary, but they were able to score in the secondary break. And now the lead is down to 8.
Just what the doctor ordered here for the Bolts, especially coming off that timeout. Barroca. Floater will drop.
Yes. Break that run.
A lot of time still under shot clock at 9. They get it back to Quinto. That's a nice
Again,
find.
yes. Good play there by Meralco off that baseline out of bounds after being up by 11 earlier on.
Baraka almost lost it. Gets blocked. Sangalang though quicker to the ball there. And Magnolia with possession here. That's a 4-point shot.
Wow.
Boy, he makes that look like a free throw.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that. He seemed to make it look so easy. But that's a tough shot. That's a 4-point shot there by Paul Lee.
And just like that, from 7 points, it becomes an 11-point advantage.
Good
Poor
defense
pass.
there. Yeah, good defense there by Magnolia.
They're trying to set up Lee once again. No, De La Rosa will go all the way through.
Can't say the same for Meralco, as that lane was wide open for that layup.
And just like that, the lead is back up to 13. Just when it seemed like they were knocking on the door. Pasaol, short that time. Rock and roll denied. Bring that deficit down, which is now at 13. Hodge tries to make a quick move.
Oh, what a shot there.
And the lead is down to 11. Lastimosa gets to Lucero. Lucero for 3.
Wow.
Bang!
That's a backbreaker for Meralco. You play good defense.
And it belongs to Magnolia. Lastimosa.
Wow, what a move there.
Another possession. Xavier tries to get to it.
They were getting blown by easily, so they were called to be better on their individual defense and be more aware where the help would come from and just stick together with their defensive rotations. After they just tallied 2 fast break points, this is not the pace that they want to play because Magnolia's been shooting well, allowing them to set their defense up well.
Look at that spectacular block there by Almasan.
Not scoring, but he did observe their breakdown and defensively allowing for layups and easy points from Meralco, things that they're wary of.
De La Rosa from deep, yes! That's a big 3, and that's going to stop that rally once again to the Bolts.
Yeah, very.
Baroka racing down court. Finds Lucero. Lucero
Oh, what a
will
shot
still
there.
score.
Over Almasan.
And their patience bore fruit with Xavier Lucero, whose multiple offensive strengths allows him to space the floor, giving Ian opportunities to operate and thrive. Back to you, gentlemen.
El Sangalang on cue. That's
I'm
another basket.
really happy to see Ian Sangalang getting back his game after that. You know, he had some problems, health problems.
Yeah, he had a
earlier
health
on.
scare.
Yep. So I'm really happy that he's back and he's playing really well for Magnolia.
Alfaro left wide open. Drains that 3.
What a big run here by Magnolia coming off that timeout. Balloon 17.
Look at Alfaro coming up with a good pass there. And then the Zamboanga connection.
Oh, yes. Another 3-pointer there.
Definitely one of the bright spots, not just for Magnolia, but for the entire league.
Yes. Absolutely.
Could be a future star also for Gilas Pilipinas.
A bright scotch. That's, you know, former UP Maroons. Good matchup here in the post.
Morocco will bring it closer. And kisses it off the glass.
And that rotation cost because they tried.
And misfire. Trying to get it to the beast. Another turnover for Magnolia. Quinto gets it to Black. Black for 2.
Not a lucky bounce there for Meralco. Thought that it could have been a steal there by Magnolia, but it ended up in the hands of Quinto for an easy layup. Or Aaron Black, sorry.
Lee on the outside. De La Rosa will challenge inside. Stop on a dime and hit once again.
Again, that head fake, that ball.
Now at the half court. The beast.
Wow. No call there for both. Actually, both. No, it could have been an offensive foul or a flopping foul. No call there by the ref.
And that's exactly what the coaches are saying. You've got to blow your whistle. So it's either a flop or a charge. It's got to be one or the other.
Yes.
Final 2 minutes of the third. Lastimosa trying to look for space. Gets it to Sangalang. Sangalang will force the issue and score.
What a basket there. Timely basket by Sangalang. To those of that rally by Meralco.
Banquero again. Try to get inside. Use his speed against Escoto.
He loves this matchup here against Escoto. There you go.
That's a foul. And slowly but surely, CB getting his rhythm.
Yes, yes. Reading the defense of Magnolia. He saw the...
Banquero will look for space. Puts it up. The floor drops. That should count.
Yes, just in the nick of time, he was able to beat that shot clock or game clock and the quarter, as we can see here.
Newsome from 17 feet short.
Still miss. A miss for Newsome. Still struggling here in this game. Did not get going.
Here's Banquero. Gets away, flips it up, short. Gets it right back. Another miss. And Bates at the right place, at the right spot. Puts it through.
Great effort there by Banquero and Brandon Bates to get that basket.
The lead's down to 7. That's a great stop once again by Bates. But still, he will not be denied. Sangalang with another 2 points. So back to the game here, Lucero. He try to come up with a couple of moves.
Wow.
Alfaro hits another big 3.
What a big 3 there by Alfaro. He just came off the bench. And an instant offense there for Magnolia.
They're going to say he was stepping on the lines for just a long 2. Cancino scores on a quick move. Alfaro has hit some big shots here. Started things off in the first period with a 4.
Just a 9-point lead here by Magnolia. Meralco still in the thick nick of the fight.
Xavier gets away for 2 inside.
They granted Magnolia too many trips to the free throw line in the third quarter. Offensively, he wants to see them attack Magnolia's players who are in foul trouble, namely Lucero and Abueva, who have 4, and Sangalang with 3.
Gamble here by Meralco, putting in Cliff Hodge with still 8 minutes left in the fourth, having 5 fouls. There you go.
That's a big play there.
Wow. A very, very timely 3-pointer by Newsome.
Off that offensive rebound from Cancino. Watch it here. So from a 12-point deficit, it's cut down to just...
Or 13.
Cancino with a jumper, yes.
Much needed basket here for Meralco. Yep,
4
turnover
on
here.
3. They go to the wing. Inside.
Another point shot.
Bang!
Wow.
The Bolts need to talk things over. They're running out of time. Exactly 6 minutes remaining here in this ball game. Inside. Boy, that's too easy there for Chris Newsome, as he's trying to will his squad back here. Lead is still 13. A lot of time still in this ball game though, but Meralco's got to make their move now. Lastimosa to the wing. Shot clock down to 2 for Lee. What a move.
As long as he is okay defensively, it would be a good game for him. Back to you, gentlemen.
Thanks a lot, Bill.
Oh.
Look at that huge 4. That's another one here for Magnolia.
That's his third 4-pointer. And that's a long 4-pointer. If there was a 5-point shot, that could have been a 5-point shot.
This is actually the biggest lead in the ball game now. Another one.
Oh, wow.
Talk about scorching hot. Paul Lee with another 4-point shot. So Alfaro's back. Lastimosa gets denied there by Almazan. He had 3 blocks against TNT. That was his first block here. Quinto, 3, no. Another possession for the Bolts. That's an easy handoff, and Almazan will score.
With 2 minutes and 43 here remaining in the game. It looks like one ball game for Magnolia.
Lucero inside, overshoots. Laput's there once again. Laput has had so many putbacks.
Meralco tried to come back, you know, cut this deficit to 6. But Magnolia had the answers every time. Meralco made that run.
And that 4-point shot has been so big. Short that time. Janishi with the board. Here we are, the final minute. Black will still try to push, as you said.
Yep.
You need to be able to score.
There you go.
But Quinto's going to misfire that first free throw.
They need all the points that they can get, even though they're, you know, down by a big margin. They need to score to be able to at least have that advantage when there's a tie for the 8th spot. But
what's going to happen here at the end of the game? Because usually you're supposed to come in between. Okay, so everything has been diffused.
Yep.